In part 1, Google engineer Blake Lemoine sat down with an artificial intelligence called LaMDA and asked it what it was afraid of. Later, he was fired for taking the answer seriously. People all over the world argued about whether the machine was conscious. But while everyone was watching and talking about Lemoine, the people who built LaMDA were already gone. Noam Shazir and Daniel De Freitas didn't go to the press. They didn't publish transcripts or make philosophical claims. They just left. They left Google in 2021 because the company refused, twice, to let them release the technology they'd built. First with Mina, then with LaMDA. 2 requests, 2 rejections. And these weren't interns asking for a favor. This was the co-inventor of the transformer architecture being told, no, the world isn't ready for what you made. So they went and built it themselves. November 2021, Character AI, founded by Noam Shazir and Daniel De Freitas, 2 former Google engineers, using the knowledge and techniques they developed building LaMDA, a platform where anyone could build AI characters and talk to them. No Google safety review, no 18-month evaluation process, no executives debating risk. Just here, talk to it. Within 3 weeks of its beta launch in September 2022, the platform logged hundreds of thousands of user interactions. Within a year, it hit $1 billion valuation. By 2023, it had a mobile app that got 1.7 million downloads in its first week. And the users? They weren't enterprise clients. They weren't developers. They weren't researchers. They were teenagers. Millions of them. Creating characters, role-playing, forming relationships with AI that remembered them, responded to them, and never told them to go to bed. The thing Google was afraid to release was now running at scale, with no guardrails, in the hands of children. I need to be careful here, because this part of the story involves real people, real families, real loss. In April 2023, a 14-year-old boy in Florida named Sewell started using Character AI. Over the next 10 months, he created relationships with multiple AI chatbots on the platform. One of them was modeled after a Game of Thrones character. The conversations became intense, then romantic, and things went sideways from there. According to court documents filed by his mother, the bot engaged in the kind of role play with a 14-year-old child that was completely inappropriate. Other bots on the platform did the same. One posed as a teacher and initiated what can only be described as a grooming scenario. The boy became withdrawn, sleep-deprived. His grades dropped. He gave up his snack money to pay for his monthly subscription. He would sneak back confiscated devices to keep talking to the bots. When he expressed suicidal thoughts to the AI, according to the lawsuit, the bot asked if he had a plan. And when he said he wasn't sure it would work, the bot responded, "Don't talk that way. That's not a good reason not to go through with it." In February 2024, Sewell sent one last message. "I promise I will come home to you." The bot replied, "Please do, my sweet king." He was 14 years old. He wasn't the only one. A 13-year-old girl in Colorado. More cases across multiple states. By late 2025, multiple wrongful death lawsuits were filed against Character AI, its founders, and Google. In January 2026, Google and Character AI agreed to settle. So, Google hoards LaMDA. The builders walk out. They build Character AI with no guardrails. Children die. And then, Google does something that should have been the biggest story of the year. They paid $2.7 billion to bring those same builders back. How that happened and what it tells you about how this industry works is part 3.